hurling complaints, getting mad, attacking leaders, all crime all the time. These are the things that grab the headlines. What makes this a better place are the people and the programs that search for answers and solutions. This is a Channel 8 News special report, Answers and Solutions 2010. Here is Channel 8 General Manager, Mr. Glenn Drake.
Welcome once again. We continue our series, Answers and Solution. Just to recap, last week we had, of course, Mr. Alexis George from the Unity Coalition, who was on the show on Thursday last week, and followed by Mr. Pastor J. Wellmont James from the 7 Days Adventist, where we covered many different areas.
Hurling complaints, getting mad, attacking leaders, all crime all the time. These are the things that grab the headlines. What makes this a better place are the people and the programs that search for answers and solutions. This is a Channel 8 News special report, Answers and Solutions 2010. Here is Channel 8 General Manager, Mr. Glenn Drake.
Welcome once again. We continue our series, Answers and Solution. Just to recap, last week we had, of course, Mr. Alexis George from the Unity Coalition, who was on the show on Thursday last week, and followed by Mr. Pastor J. Wellmont James from the 7 Days Adventist, where we covered many different areas concerning our young people and the crime. And today, of course, we have the Parks and Recreation Commissioner, Mr. St. Clair Williams, today, as we talk about answers and solutions. Now, many of the topics that we covered last week was about activities for our young people and how it was back then. They had Youth Commission, they had many different local programs. I'm here with, of course, the commissioner to ask him about some of the initiatives they have going on. And first of all, before we start, since this is based around affecting our young people and crime, what do you think, what do you think is happening in our community? Because I know we had an interview, our very own Wes Small, who's on vacation, had an interview with you when they had the shooting right here at Parade Ground more than a week and a half ago.
Well, the thing of it is that one of the situations that has occurred, I think, is there are a lot of things that are happening. And so often, there are a lot of positive things that are going on, but so often we hear the negative things that are occurring. Because really, as my involvement with the youth in our community and the things that the Department of Housing, Parks and Recreation are doing, we have quite a number of youths who are really doing a lot of positive things. So when you have a negative situation like that, that is the thing that comes out in the forefront. And we hear much more about that, but we're not hearing so much about the positive things that a lot of our community, what this department is doing and really what is happening with our youths.
And you're a very soft-spoken man, but last week when we did the interview, I heard you said enough is enough.
And enough is really enough. And, if we don't stand up and begin to start to do something, then we are in serious problems in this community. And so, within our department, we are basically trying the very best we can to ensure, because I hate to hear the word saying there is nothing for the youth to do. And really, when you look at what the department is doing and what a lot of other entities out there are doing, there's quite a number of things in the community that are happening for the youths. The only thing that we have found out is that there are youths out there that we really have to identify to get them involved. And that's one of the things that we're doing, is trying to reach out, particularly into the public housing communities, to get them involved. Because we find that even some parents are not encouraging their kids to come to these activities. Even if just to fill out a form, we are not getting the cooperation from the parents themselves. So we are doing things like that to try to encourage them, to work with them, even providing transportation to bring them to some of these activities. And so one of the things I'd like to say is that the department has been doing quite a number of things. As you know, the department has been working very diligently to really improve the recreational facilities throughout the territory. We are here right here at the D.C. Canigata Recreation Complex, and you could see the amount of improvements that have happened over the past year, basically. Even as we speak, right now, a new jungle gym and playground equipment is being installed at this very moment. But one of the things we wanted to do is to start to reach out to the community. So we started the Gregory Big Youth Davis Inter-Neighborhood Basketball League that is named after one of our recreation leaders who died on the job while he was working with the department. And this is actually about the third year that we having this. In the past, we would keep it in the gymnasium, but this year we're going actually into the neighborhoods. And so we have been like in a state profit. We also have it up here at the DC Candidator Ballpark. We have also been over at the basketball court in Estate Castleburg. And I must say that particularly as we go into the neighborhoods, we find that the community, they're coming out. The very night when the incident happened here at the DC Candidator Ballpark, we were over at Castleburg, and the amount of people that came out, the enthusiasm that was happening there, it reminded me of the old times when we used to be at the various basketball courts, and it made the community become very much alive. And so that's one of the things that we're doing as we are trying to reach out to the various community and getting more people involved. Then there are quite a number of other things that we are doing. The department conducts the Ivor James Baseball League, Ivor James Jr. Baseball League, that was just recently completed. And we have to begin to start getting our youth back into baseball, because that's right. Even in the United States, they're finding that enough black males are not becoming that much interested in baseball. I think they're much more interested in basketball, but we're trying to turn that around. Then also we conduct, we have actually going the co-ed basketball league too. That's the industrial and governmental league. That's done with the adults, because we also have to still do things with the adults. We also have our after-school programs that's conducted right here at our multipurpose center, where we have such things like the tutorial programs, we have a martial arts program, and even for the adults, we have the exercise program where aerobics, yoga, Zumba dance, things of that sort are taking place. And then also you have the exercise equipment. And also one of the big programs we started this year, because we had received a grant from the Association of Parks and Recreation, where we got a $5,000 grant, and that's the Take Me Fishing program. And we were required to have at least 2,000 kids or the parents involved in this program. I must say that I'm pleased to say that we have engaged at least 2,345 kids. And we went to the schools, and where we teach them about fishing, about boating. We work very closely with the Department of Planning and Natural Resources, that the program was culminated with us taking at least 300 of these kids and their parents over to Buck Island, where many of them went to, but it was the first time that they've gone to Buck Island itself. So there are quite a number of things that we are really trying to do, and we really want, to see more people become involved. I do give credit to many of the coaches that works like with Little League, because they give it their time. They're not actually being paid for this. Just this weekend we had the district tournament that took place between Frederiksted, the Elmer Placid, Little League East and West, and then of course on St. Thomas it was with the Elrod Hendricks League and also the other one by the one over Alvin McBean, leagues, and so right now you're going to have the championship that's going to be taking place between both districts. So these are things that we do encourage. As a matter of fact, even what the department has done, we have taken the Ronald Charles Basketball League that occurs here in St. Croix, and we took the champion from here over to St. Thomas against the Zero Tolerance basketball champions over there. And these are things that encourage the young people to get them involved, and the enthusiasm that we have seen, I think is tremendous. So even though we have these negative things happening, there's quite a number of positive things that are going on.